First off, name and title.
My name is Chuck Patel. I'm one of the owners and general manager of Wow Cafe.
What got you into the restaurant business, and how long have you been doing it?
Actually, I've been in other businesses here in Rome. Have had convenience stores, liquor stores, motels. The restaurant business I've always wanted to do since I was very young, and we've been open 7 years, and I got a chance to do this in 2007. I thought, well, let's do it, and just see what happens.
Compared to some of the other businesses that you've helped run and operate, what's been some challenges that you've experienced that you didn't foresee?
In those businesses, I had to rely on myself. As less on staff and more on myself. And if I'm there, I open. If I'm there, I close. That was it. Here, it's a different story. I have to rely on 25 other people to make sure they come in and do their job. That was a learning. It was hard to grasp in the beginning.
What's been some of the most rewarding parts of doing this?
Well, the friendships, my customers, I the best part about this is I get to stand and talk with different folks during the day, and about different topics. In the other businesses, it wasn't as much that way as this is. This is more, the hospitality where people are eating there. It's just like you want them to feel at home. You want them to know you just as well as you should know them. And you get to know people, and you get to talk about things that you normally wouldn't be able to.
Why the Wingery? Why this particular business?
Wow was one of those. I saw the franchise online, and there was one in Athens at the time. We drove to Athens, looked at it, and I thought Rome could use one. And at the time, there was nothing like this in Rome, and we thought it would do fine. We went to New Orleans, looked at some of their stores down there, and it fit well here.
How long have you been in Rome?
We've been in Rome 26 years.
What brought you here?
One of my uncles had purchased a convenience store in South Rome, and I came in to help them. And I purchased my first store in South Rome. It used to be called Chuck's Corner. It's still called Chuck's Corner. And we sold that off in '94, and when we went on to other things.
You're not only involved in the restaurant business and liquor stores in town, and your parents are still involved in motels, but you're very involved in the community and the Chamber of Commerce. Why is that?
Well, the Chamber does a lot of things for Rome, and a lot of people don't really realize what the Chamber does, and I feel it's good to be part of something like that. They help bring jobs. They do bring jobs. They help the businesses that are here with certain things. They have seminars on employee handling employees, labor laws. There are a lot of issues that they do help out with, and you just have to be a part of it. You just have to participate. Just show up, and there's a lot of things you can learn.
What's something about you that folks may not realize?
Something about me that they don't realize.
Hobbies, interests?
Hobby. Well, I own a sports bar, but really don't have too much interest in sports. I cheer for the dogs. I'm going to cheer for the dogs. You cheer for the Falcons. I'm going to help you cheer for the Falcons. If you cheer for Alabama, I'm going to say, hey. and that's what it is. I'm not a sports person. I just can't get into it.
And finally, what is it about Rome and Floyd County that when you got here, you said, this is where I'm going to have my kids, this is where I'm going to raise my kids, and this is where I'm going to settle?
Well, there's a few things. The small town part of it is really nice. It's not a small town. It's not a big town. When we moved here back in that 89, 90 time, my kids were young. We looked in the schools. The schools were good. And over time, in the last 25 years, it's gotten better and better. Rome is developing into a great place to live. So there's a lot of factors that for us when we moved here. Originally it was just a store. We had a business where we're going to look at it, we're going to run it when we moved here. And then after we could have moved out any other time, but we actually moved. I personally moved to Texas for 10 years. Moved back to Rome because of family. So Um, there are plenty of traits here of Rome that it's just hard to name one or two particular things. There's all so much here.